Welcome back to the front lines of automotive innovation, where today we are witnessing the rebirth of a legend that refuses to follow the status quo. Scout Motors has been making massive waves since its revival, but their latest update to the Traveler concept is perhaps the most significant hint at what the future of adventure really looks like. We are diving deep into the Scout Traveler Pacific Mist Edition, a concept that proves that sometimes looking forward means rethinking what we have always taken for granted on the back of our SUVs.
For decades, the hallmark of a serious off-roader has been the massive spare tire hanging off the rear swing gate, but Scout is challenging that convention with something they call the backpack. This isn't just a simple storage box, it is a modular cargo system that transforms the rear of the vehicle into a multifunctional gear hub designed for the modern explorer. The Pacific Mist concept is billed as a retheme of the original study we saw last year, and it debuts a stunning new 3-stage paint finish created entirely in-house.
Depending on how the light hits the body, the vehicle shifts its personality entirely, appearing as a sophisticated silver on overcast days, before transitioning into a deep coastal blue when the sun breaks through. This attention to detail in the color, materials, and finish sets the stage for a vehicle that is as much about style as it is about substance. But while the paint is beautiful, the real story starts at the rear. By removing the traditional spare tire carrier, Scout has freed up the space to install a dedicated accessory pod.
This backpack features dual compartments designed specifically for the dual nature of outdoor life. One side is optimized for dry storage of camping equipment and electronics, while the other is ready to handle wet gear like wetsuits or muddy boots after a day on the Pacific coast. This modular approach to the rear carrier is a direct response to how people actually use their vehicles in 2026. Scout understands that for many users, the luxury of having specialized external storage is more valuable than carrying a full-sized spare 365 days a year, especially with modern tire technology and roadside assistance. However, because the Traveler is built on a rugged body-on-frame chassis with a focus on modularity, this backpack is just one of many potential attachments. It sits on a reimagined carrier system that hints at a future catalog of accessories that could include everything from bike racks to mobile workstations.
This philosophy extends to the roof as well, where a new multifunctional rack system has been integrated. This isn't just a set of bars, it is a mounting platform built to support everything from surfboards and kayaks to specialized fishing rod holders and skis. It even features a built-in track system and tie-down points that allow owners to define their own loadouts. Underneath the coastal-inspired aesthetics, the Traveler remains a serious piece of machinery. It sits on massive 35-inch BF Goodrich all-terrain tires wrapped around unique 22-inch wheels with a brushed anodized finish that Scout calls the Vault. These wheels provide a robust foundation for a vehicle that boasts over a foot of ground clearance and nearly 3 feet of water-fording capability. Because this is a Scout, the mechanical credentials are non-negotiable. It features front and rear mechanically locking differentials and a solid rear axle, ensuring that even with the new lifestyle-focused accessories, it can still outclimb and outcrawl almost anything in the electric SUV segment. For those with range anxiety, Scout continues to emphasize the Harvester system, their proprietary extended range setup that uses a small gasoline generator to push the total range beyond 500 miles. Inside the cabin, the Pacific Mist Edition continues the theme of rugged luxury. The interior is a masterclass in texture, featuring brick red leather paired with denim-inspired fabric accents that give it a durable yet inviting feel. The dashboard remains a sanctuary for those who hate the all-screen trend, featuring chunky physical knobs and tactile switches that provide a real-world feel for climate and volume controls. Above the passengers is the available black cabana top, which retracts to create one of the largest open-air experiences of any SUV on the market today. It is a cabin designed for community, featuring a front bench seat option that brings back the retro cool of 3-abreast seating, allowing you to bring everyone along for the ride. What makes the Pacific Mist concept so compelling is that Scout isn't just showing off a one-off show car, they are giving us a sneak peek at the production roadmap. Executives have hinted that these upgrades and the backpack accessory itself are foreshadowing future packages and special editions that will be available when the Traveler officially hits the production line at their new South Carolina facility.
By rethinking the rear of the SUV, Scout is acknowledging that the definition of adventure is changing. It is no longer just about surviving the wilderness, it is about having the right tools and the right organization to enjoy the destination. The Traveler Pacific Mist is a bold statement that the icon is back, and it is ready to carry whatever your journey requires. Whether you are heading to the cliffs of the Pacific or the deep woods of the interior, Scout is building a vehicle that evolves with you.
As we move closer to the official launch, the Traveler is proving to be much more than just a nostalgic reboot. It is a visionary platform for the next generation of off-roaders.